Happy to have a VIP. It's great. I now have the honor of introducing the person who on a daily basis at our company pushes the ideal that nothing is impossible. Nothing. And he also reminds us every day of two things. One is that everything we do is going to make a difference. And two, everything we do for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elon Musk!
Thank you. So we can take a photo? All right. A lot.
Excellent.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
They make it the fleet bar for California.
All right, well, welcome everyone. I want to start off by just explaining a bit about Tesla. Why did we create Tesla? What was the purpose of the company? We created Tesla to make a difference in the world. The world desperately needs sustainable transport. If we don't solve this problem this century, we are fracked. So the thing is, if you don't make compelling electric cars, if you don't make electric cars that are not almost as good as gasoline cars, not as good as electric cars, but if you don't make electric cars that are better, then it's not going to happen. So that's really the mission of Tesla, is to apply creativity and innovation to create the most compelling cars in the world, bar none. We want to show that electric cars are in fact better than gasoline. I'd like to just touch on one point before getting to talk more about cars, which is just to show, if you have an electric car in California, you use only you create only a quarter as much CO2 as an equivalent gasoline car. This is important because sometimes people will say, well, sure, it's an electric car, but haven't you just moved the problem of CO2 production from the car to the power plant? And so even if you're just taking electricity directly from the meter in California, you're only creating about a quarter as much CO2 as you would with a gasoline car. So, yeah. And even if you're in the worst case situation, which is West Virginia, you're still producing less CO2 per mile with an electric car than with a gasoline car. So you're still ahead of the game. And then if you happen to be in Vermont, you're producing almost no CO2 per mile. And then there's a situation which is even better, which is if you install solar power. And I know a company that's pretty good at that. And if you install solar power, you can easily produce more electricity at your house than you consume in your car. So that's an incredibly sustainable solution. That's addressing both the production and the consumption of energy. So our goal at Tesla has always been to create cars that no one thought was possible. We started with the Roadster. I think some people drove the Roadster here today. So for the longest time, people said a car like the Roadster was impossible. It was like some fictional creature. So we had to show that you could create an electric car, an electric sports car that totally changed the paradigm of what people thought about an electric car. Because people used to think electric cars were slow and they were kind of ugly and they had low range and they sort of looked like a golf cart. Well, the Tesla Roadster is one hell of a golf cart. So we created a car that is actually faster than most gasoline sports cars, that has a long range, and it looks pretty good. And that car was really what got the electric car revolution started. And no less a person than Bob Lutz, who was vice chairman of GM, when he saw us unveil the Tesla Roadster, he took our press release down to his team and said, look, if a little company in California can do this, then so can General Motors. And that's what really got the ball rolling. And that then became the Nissan Leaf and many other electric vehicle programs. And then in partnership with our awesome partners, Toyota and Daimler, with Daimler we did the electric smart car, we did the Mercedes A-Class, all electric, and with Toyota we've created the electric RAV4 that's going to come out later this year. So our goal is Tesla is really a hardcore technology and design company. The way that we don't really want to keep technology close to our vest, and that's why we've really done our best to bring that technology to the mass market by working with companies like Toyota and Daimler, and perhaps others in the future. So we went from the Roadster to the Model S. And we took everything we learned from the Roadster, which is now in 31 countries, and with the help of our partners, Daimler and Toyota, who've been great mentors to us, we've tried to create the best car in the world, and the most advanced car in the world, and I think we've done that with the Model S. In fact, the Model S, despite being a much larger car than the Roadster, actually has more range. We pushed the range up to 300 miles. So it's really something I think pretty special. And we're going to be starting deliveries no later than July of this year. So the Model S has a lot of cool things. I won't dwell too much on the Model S. It's going to go off stage now.